Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Shall we start now?
Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, you may start.今天下午呢，我们来讲解给水泵气轮机的第四个部分，运行及检修。
This afternoon, we'll start with the operation and the maintenance of the BFPT.
在给水泵气轮机机组启动前呢，有一些准备工作。
There are a lot of preparation work before the unit start up.
第一步呢是检查润滑油箱的油位，油位指示器呢应该显示在最高油位上，并进行油位报警试验。
Yeah, first we should check the lube oil tank level. And the oil level indicator must show that the oil at the highest oil level. And we should carry out the oil level alarm test.
第二步呢就是启动排烟风机，确认风机的转向是正常的。
Then we should start the fume exhaust fan and make sure the fan rotation direction is correct.
第三步呢，机组启动前先启动主油泵，对整个油系统呢进行油循环，排出系统中的空气，并且检查油系统中的油温、油压和油位是否正常。
And then before starting the unit, start the main oil pump first to carry out the oil circulation of the oil system and empty the air in the system. And then check whether the oil temperature, the oil pressure, and the oil level of the system is normal.
第三步呢是启动抗燃油系统。抗燃油系统呢是和主机共用的，同时进行一个油循环，并检查油温、油压是否正常。
Fourth, start the fire-resistant fluid system, and basically the fire resistance fluid system are all for the BFPT and the main steam turbine. The fire-resistant fluid serve system for fluid the circulation and check whether the fluid the oil temperature and the oil pressure is normal.
第五步呢是检查盘车转向是否正确，并进行盘车装置的投入及甩开实验。
The fifth step is to check whether the turning gear rotation direction is correct and carry out the engage and disengage test of the turning gear.
第六步是检查输水系统各个输水阀能否正常工作，并进行系统的正常开关实验。
The sixth step is to check whether each drain valve of the drain system can work normally and carry out the normal open-close test of the system.
第7步是检查气风系统中各气源供气的调节站、温度控制站以及溢流站能否正常工作，检查供气气源参数是否符合要求。
And the seventh step is to check whether each steam supply Sorry for the bad connection. I'll repeat this seventh step. Steam supply control station, the temperature control station, and the overflow station in self-sealing glass seal system can work normally, and check whether the steam supply parameters can meet the requirements.
接下来呢是必须按照我们相关的技术文件规定，做好一个切换阀、主气阀和调节阀的静态实验。要求呢各个步套动作平稳、灵活、无卡色，没有突然的跳动或摆动现象。
And then the eighth step is the stated test must be carried out for the switch valve, the main stop valve, and the control valves, according to the stipulations of the related technical documents. Each part or components are required to be stable, freely, jam-free, without sudden trip or spring. This phenomenon.
在主机的凝结水泵投入之后，对后气缸的喷水装置进行一个参数诊定，其诊定值是排气温度大于100度时候要求自动投入，排气温度小于65度时候要自动切除。喷水压力呢诊定为0.8到1兆帕。参数诊定后呢，要进行一个后气缸喷水系统的正常开关试验。
When condensate pump puts into operation, we should set the parameters of exhaust pipe spring water device. The setting values should be as follows. When the exhaust temperature equal to or more than 100 Celsius, and the 什么自动盘出来的？自动投入什么？凝结水泵哈。
凝结水泵的喷水。
喷水，凝结水泵喷水。
自动投入后气缸喷水。
OK。后气缸喷水。The rear cylinder spray should be put into operation automatically. And if the exhaust temperature is equal to or less than 65 Celsius, so the 还是这个东西，
还是这个东西要切除。
Yeah, rear cylinder spray should be cut off automatically. Spray water pressure should be set to 0.8 to 1 megapascal. Conduct a normal open-close test of the rear cylinder spray water system after the setting of the parameters.
当上述检查完成之后呢，我们就要进行一个系统的启动了。
After we carried out all the checks as we mentioned above, then we will start the check the start the system start up system startup.
第一步呢，要求向 MEH 供电，系统应处于一个正常工作状态。
And first, we need to supply the electricity power to MEH, which is the MEH should be energized. The system must be at normal operation status.
第二步是启动排烟风机，确认其工作正常。
Then start the fume exhaust fan and confirm it operates normally.
第三步，启动主油泵，确认润滑油系统处于正常工作状态。
And then start the main oil pump and to make sure the lube oil system at the normal operation status.
第四步，抗燃油系统的启动，确认该系统处于正常工作状态。
The fourth step is to start the fire resistance fluid system and confirm this system is at normal operation status.
然后再投入盘车，并保证在冲转之前连续盘车不少于1个小时，且仍处于盘车状态。
Then put turning gear into operation and ensure that continuous turning not be less than 1 hour before the rolling, and it is still at the turning status.
在确认气封系统阀门状态无误，而且管道当中没有水分之后，投入气封系统。在确认气封系统正常运行之后，需要对小气机进行抽真空，要求排气缸的绝对压力达到21千帕以下。
After confirming the normal operation of the gland seal, operation of the steam seal system, make the BFBT vacuum. After the vacuum established, absolute pressure of the exhaust hood is required to be below 21 kilopascal.
接下来呢，就是机组启动的一个要求。
Now we would like to introduce the requirements of the unit startup.
这个我们需要结合说明书来看，让大家更详细直观一些。
Now, let's also take a look at the instruction. There's a documentation you want to share with us.
在我们提供的启动运行说明书里面，关于机组启动，我们分为了一个 MEH 控制系统，有手动、转速自动、锅炉自动3种控制方式。
Yeah, in the documentation that we provided to you, about the instruction of the startup and operation instruction. There stipulated the um,
就是有3个控制方式。
stipulated that MEH control system has 3 control modes: the manual, the automatic, and the boiler speed auto, and the boiler auto. The 3 modes.
一般来说，正常情况，我们推荐采用的控制方式是转速自动控制和锅炉自动控制。
Normally, we recommend the control mode be the speed auto and the boiler auto.
第一步呢是，按挂闸按钮，机组挂闸。
First, press the trip button and the unit is tripped.
第二步进行一个机组的冲转，这个时候呢，对冲转蒸汽参数有一定的要求。
Second step is rolling, and there are requirements for the steam, the steam parameters for rolling.
冷态起机时呢，低压进气压力至少是0.55兆帕。
The cold state startup, that's the LP inlet steam pressure, should be equal to or more than 0.55 megapascal.
并且要求进气温度的过热度大于50度。
And the LP inlet steam temperature, the superheat degree, should be more than or equal to 50 Celsius.
然后呢，我们达到要求之后，就可以按运行按钮开启主气阀。
When the above items can meet the requirements, then we press the operate button and open the main start valve.
这个时候，我们的目标选择呢是500转每分钟转速。
Now we select the target. We select the speed is 500 RPM.
冷态启动的一个速率选择呢，我们要求是升速率是200转每分钟每分。
The rate select during the cold state startup. We should choose the 200 RPM. RPMM.
其他温态启动和热态启动呢，我这里就不做赘述了，因为可能我们相对来说用的时间比较少。
Yeah, the warm start and hard start and rarely used, so we don't introduce this kind of state in detail.
按了进行按钮之后呢，低压调节阀会逐渐的开启，机组会按照给定的升速率增加转速。当转速大于盘车转速时候呢，盘车装置应该自动脱开，如果没有脱开的话，应该打闸停机。
Press the start button. The LP control valve opens gradually. The unit is speeded up according to the set rate. When the speed is greater than the turning gear speed, the turning gear must be disengaged automatically. Otherwise, trip the unit immediately to shut down.
当我们升速到了500转每分钟的时候呢，进行查。
Excuse me.
Yes.
At what RPM this turning gear will be disengaged?
我还没听到他说什么。前半句用
前面说的啥？
Could you please repeat and speak slowly? No. Turning gear will be disengaged. 就是盘车在什么样的转速，它就会应该拖那个。
超过，你这个是超过120转每分钟，
它就应该
就应该要正常，不是打架，就是它那个应该是我们的转速超过一个转速之后，就应该自动脱开盘车。
就是那个 the unit 的那个速度哈。
对，因为机组我们这个是他们的是这个嘛，就是盘车装置应该自动脱开这个。
Yes. According to 3.2.3, this paragraph, and at 120 RPM, the speed of the unit, when the speed is 120 RPM, the turning gear should be disengaged automatically.
Turning gear RPM is 119. So within 1 RPM difference, it can be disengaged.
It cannot be disengaged.
My point is, for example, now machine is shut down, running only with the turning gear. During this turning gear, RPM is 119 RPM. So when you start up, for example, when you start with the cold startup and given a command of 200 RPM, target as target, and when it reaches to 120 RPM, then it will be disengaged from turning gear.
119和120，这样子。
是误差范围内吧。
就是如果是大于那个的时候，就应该那个啥。
对。
就是有可能在120，速度这个范围内。
对，这个它有一个范
围内，有可能它就自动就脱开了。
对。
So, the situation is this: that there is a allowed range for the turning gear to be disengaged. I think 119 is okay for the turning gear be disengaged automatically.
119 is turning gear RPM. Itself RPM is 119.
Except what? Turning gear is 119 RPM, except what it means.然后呢？
然后到120自动脱开。对。好，盘车110几度，到多少转的时候，一定要脱开。超过110转。
在这个范围内就可以脱开了吧？
嗯，对，一下，就是不真，是这个东西哪儿？
So I'll repeat that. When the unit started, the unit and the turning gear has they speed up together, along together, and when the speed reach, yeah, and a very 120 engaged, and the unit is that okay? 20, but there might be a tolerance, might be around 100. Do some inspection.
要它呢是扩大，停留
At this moment, whether there is a friction between the stationary parts and check whether the vibration is large. The actual displacement and the holding time should not exceed 5 minutes.
就是一直
holding time 应该是可以。
然后呢，目标选择1000转每分钟。
Then the target we set on 1000 RPM.
升速率呢与之前一致。
And the rate we select the same parameter.
按进行按钮，转速呢会自动升至目标转速值。
Yeah, press start button and the speed will speed up according to the target speed. that we selected.
在1000转每分钟这个转速下呢，要进行低速暖机，持续40分钟。
At the speed of 1000 RPM, we carry out the unit will carry out the low speed warming up.
接下来呢，就进行中速暖机目标选择，目标设定在1800转每分。
Yeah, 1800 RPM medium speed warming up. And
升速率呢也同之前一样。
yeah, the rate is set. We should select the same parameter.
中速暖机持续时间呢只有10分钟。
At this speed, the holding time will be 10 minutes.
接下来目标选择是我们的2840转每分钟。
Then the target to select 2840 RPM.
升速率呢还是同之前一致。
The rate should be selected as the same rate.
同时呢，我们按下进行按钮，目标会自动转速自动升至目标值。
And then press the start button. Speed will increase up to the target speed.
这个阶段呢，需要有一个注意事项。我们机组的临界转速值呢是2326转每分。First order 对，这就是一阶。First order。
就 first critical speed。
就是临界转速也行啊。First。
你是说这个注意事项是在2800多转这一段里头的一个注意事项是吧？
因为我们从1800到2800要经过这个2300。这儿要注意一下。
Yeah, during this period, there is one thing we need to pay attention to. The unit first critical speed calculation value is 2326 RPM.
在这个阶段呢，我们应该检查各个部件的工作是否正常，确认所有的监视控制仪表全部投入之后呢，各方面均无异常，才可以迅速的越过临界转速。
During this period, we should check whether all the parts are operating normally. Confirm all the monitoring control instruments have been put into operation. And only after no abnormality is found, so the should pass over the critical speed.
上面提到的这些按钮呢，都在我们的那个 OIS 画面上可以找到。
All the buttons that we mentioned, that they can be found on the OAS interface.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Our maximum speed trip is 6380 for this TDVSP. So I see the second critical speed is 6588. So why we need this 6588? Because before reaching this, turbine must be trained.
我看一下你刚刚说的是6,000多张那个第二节。
这6100。
So are you talking about the second critical speed?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And you mean there is 630?
6380 is our overspeed trip.
我这个真的是服啊！我就觉得我的这个信号是不是不连续啊？
它在这儿开始就没停了，后面。连一下我这边。
跟这也
这一段没有停了嘛？
再来重复一下。
我没唱错这段。
不是，还再重复一下。Sir, could you please type on the screen, and or I will change the signal.
Okay.
I get back to you. Just a moment. 我这儿不是在上吗？我可以用这种，但是不行啊。等一下，
你这
Sir, I just asked Mr. Dai, and he answered like this. The second critical speed is higher than the overspeed setting, which is 6,380 RPM. The overspeed setting of this is lower than the second critical speed, which means that the steam-to-bay operation will be more safe.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
lower than the second.
Okay, so actually in a rotating equipment, there must be so many critical speeds. So we don't need to concentrate on second critical speed for this specific turbine. Okay, thank you.
当我们的汽轮机实际转速升至2840转每分钟的时候呢，而且满足了一个锅炉自动控制条件时，汽轮机的控制方式呢，会通过我们的软件自动平稳的从转速自动切换到了锅炉自动。从此之后呢，小汽轮机转速就会随着锅炉给水协调控制系统带来的给水量的要求、信号变化而变化了。在锅炉自动之后呢，控制器的远方指令使升速率呢被限制在了1000转每分钟之内。
When the turbine actual speed is up to 2,840 RPM, the boiler automatic control condition is met. The turbine control mode switches over automatically and stably from speed auto to the boiler auto in the software. After that, the turbine speed changes according to the feedwater demand signal from CCS, the boiler feedwater coordination control system. After boiler auto, the remote instruction of the controller makes the unit speeding up rate limited at 1,000 RPM.
当我们的排气温度超过100度时，后气缸喷水系统呢应该自动投入。如果没有的话，需要手动开启。
When the exhaust steam temperature is equal to or more than 100 Celsius, the rear cylinder water spring system should be put into operation automatically. Otherwise, we should start it manually.
主机的负荷呢达到40%的额定负荷之后，需要关闭小气轮机阀门、气缸以及蒸汽管道上的输水阀。
When the unit load reaches 40% of the rated load, and then close all the BFPT valves, the drain valves on the cylinder and the steam pipes. 关闭小气轮机所有的阀门，就是
所有的输水阀门。
但是你前面写的是所有的阀门。输水阀门。你这样写，它可能会有误解。 对吧？
应该是按的顺序，它这里。输水阀
关闭小气轮机的气缸蒸汽管上的输水阀门是吧？
对。
但是你这样子，你这个文件就
这个文件上没问题。如果这样写，他会误会把阀门一起关的。
那文件要不要改啊？对呀。
这个后面这个是并列的。我们说一下这个有问题这样。
这会儿要跟他澄清一下吗？
就跟他澄清一下，跟他说清楚嘛。
Okay. So, everybody, there is a clarification here. The number 5, when unit load reaches 40% of the rated load, close all the drain valves on the cylinder and the steam pipes of BFPT. That close all the BFPT valves, just all the drain valves.
非常运行。在最后说。刚才呢就是讲解了小气机冷态启动的一个全部过程。
That's all for the introduction about the unit startup during the cold state.
接下来呢，我们要简单的介绍一下机组运行过程中需要注意的一些地方。
And now we would like to introduce what we should pay attention to during the unit's operation briefly.
我们这个项目所采用的机组呢，可以做到一个定压运行，也可以做到滑压运行。
These units can be operated under the constant pressure, and also can operate under the sliding pressure.
在主机定压运行时候呢，单台给水泵运行时，最高运行负荷呢是主机的60%额定负荷。在主机40%额定负荷以下呢，是需要用备用气源做供。两台气泵运行的时候呢，受泵最小流量的限制呢，运行负荷应该大于主机的40%额定负荷。在主机40%额定负荷以上呢，为工作气源做供。
这个运行负荷为主机，这个主机是哪个主机？
这个主机是大机。
主机定压，那你说的是主机定压运行是大机定压运行，
定压滑压，对，我们也是要跟着它一起的。
那个小机也可以带定压滑压是吧？
对，我们气源来自于它嘛。
when a single when a single feed water pump is operating，那台气泵是吗？
就是那个单台 BFP 嘛。
When a single a BFP is operating, the maximum operation load is 60% rated load of the main steam turbine. Under the operation condition of 40% rated load of the main steam turbine, the spare steam source is supplied to work. When two BFPs are operating, they're limited by the pump minimum flow. The operation load must be greater than the main steam turbine. Main steam turbine 40% rated load. And above the main steam turbine 40% rated load, under this condition, the working steam source is supplied to work.
So the meaning is with one turbine driven pump, we can run with maximum 60% load. And what is the other under the main turbine 40%? This is not clear.
Just a moment, I'll check. 说是它这一段不是特别那个，也就是说单台那个运行的时候最高是主机的60%。
是单台给水泵起轮机运行，带的是单台的给水泵。最大负荷呢能够带起主机的60%负荷所需的给水量。
我知道你说的意思了，就是
它应该是它主机一台大机嘛，我们对应2台给水泵起轮机，以及给水泵。正常运行的大家都是满负荷运行，但是我单台的一个给水泵起轮机带动的给水泵，只能够满足那个主机60%的一个给水量需求。
我直接就是说一台给水泵，一台给水泵最大，它的那个最大能够给出的那个泵的水量，就是大机
能够满足
大机就是60%负荷所需求的那个水量。
对。
Yeah, for the first sentence, the single turbine, a single feed water pump is operating, and that means if there is only one feed water pump, this pump pump the water, the maximum water amount is 60%. Is what the main steam turbine 60% load. The main steam turbine output 是吗？它产生60%的功可以吗？
可以。
Output 60% of the full load. That load, they need the water. I don't know how to make this more clear. 一台泵出的量。 The maximum water pumped by a single field water pump is 60% of the water amount that's needed when the main steam turbine outputs the full load, output the full power. 可以吗？然后40的这个怎么说？
আচ্ছা এটা কি আমাদের অপারেশন ডিপার্টমেন্টের কেউ বুঝছেন এটা এই যে এই ক্লজটা যেটা বলতেছে or can anybody from APC also can explain this para
两台气泵运行时，运行负荷应大于主气40%，运行负荷应大于主气40%。
ভাই এখানকার মেসেজটা তো ক্লিয়ার না বুঝছেন অনেক সময় তো মনে হচ্ছে যে 60% লোড হবে মেইন টারবাইনের আর কিছু সময় মনে হচ্ছে যে ওরা ওই পাম্প সাপ্লাইয়ের 60% এর কথা বলতেছে আর এখান থেকে যেটা ক্লিয়ার বোঝা যাচ্ছে ওইটা হচ্ছে যে মেইন টারবাইনে 60% থাকে তাহলে আমাদের দুইটা বিএফটির মানে স্টিম সোর্স মেইন টারবাইনের স্টিম সোর্স থেকে আসবে অক্সিলারি স্টিম সোর্স থেকে আমাদের নিতে হবে না আর কি এরকম টাইপের
কিন্তু লাস্টের যে কথাটা বলছো ওটা তো মনে হচ্ছে যে আমার লোড 40% থাকলে মেইন টারবাইন লোড 40% থাকলে তখন আমি দুইটা টারবাইন ইয়াতে নিতে পারবো মানে দুইটা টিডিবিএফপি ওই সোর্স থেকে নিতে পারবো স্টিম সোর্স আমি নিতে পারবো দুইটা টিডিবিএফপি থেকে দুইটা টিডিবিএফপির জন্য
হ্যাঁ তখন মিনিমাম ফ্লো থাকবে আর কি
হ্যাঁ
পাম্প মিনিমাম ফ্লো চলবে
আর প্রথমটা বলছে যে উপরে একটু রাখো প্রথমটা বলছে when a single turbine driven feed water pump is operating the maximum operating load is main turbine 60% rated load under the main turbine 40% rated load is per steam source that means the CRS থেকে যেটা is supplied to work
হ্যাঁ ভাই
কিন্তু ওই যে প্রথমের কথাটাই তো আবার ভেজাল লাগাইছে when a single TDBFP is operating the maximum operating load is main ও আচ্ছা ম্যাক্সিমাম বলছে এটা
分成两部分开，这个是一部分是单
মানে
纯
60% রেটেড লোডে আমার একটা নিতেই হবে
你刚刚讲的我懂了，那后面这些讲的
然后这句话又是另外一个事儿。
হ্যাঁ ওই প্রথম লাইনটা তো বোঝা যায় না প্রথম লাইনটা তো হচ্ছে একটা টিডিবিএফপি অপারেট করলে আমি আমাদের যে সিস্টেম টারবাইন মেইনটা ওটা আমি 60% পর্যন্ত ওকে সাপ্লাই দিতে পারবো আর সেকেন্ড যেটা সেটা হচ্ছে যদি 40% এর নিচে হয় তাহলে যদি একটা টিডিবিএফপি মেইন টারবাইনের 40% নিচে হয় তাহলে স্টিমটা অনলাইনে চলে আসবে মানে টিডিবিএফপি কে তখন স্টিম সোর্স হবে সিআরএসটা ওইটা আর যদি দুইটা টারবাইন যদি চলে মানে দুইটা টিডিবিএফপি যদি চলে এবং মিনিমাম ফ্লো যদি অ্যাক্টিভেট হয় মিনিমাম ফ্লো যদি অ্যাক্টিভেট হয় then the operation load must be greater than 40% তখন মানে দুইটা টিডিবিএফপি চালাইলে even in minimum flow the main turbine load must be more than 40%
我知道你说的是不是？
তাই তো বোঝাচ্ছে
相当于是
the limited the pump minimum flow
切换到另一个区域层面。
মানে মিনিমাম ফ্লো হইলে তো এটা লিমিটেড হয়ে যাবে above the main turbine 40% rated load working steam source supplied to work এখন যদি এরপরে যদি মেইন টারবাইনের লোড 40% এর বেশি হয় তখন হচ্ছে ওয়ার্কিং স্টিম সোর্সটা চলে আসবে সাপ্লাই ওয়ার্কিং স্টিম সোর্স সাপ্লাই টু ওয়ার্ক এটা বললো
相当于在说的是那个意思，因为主机电压运行，它的势抽是稳定的。这不讲的主机电压运行的大前提是这个，然后再分别讲一台运行，它最多能带到60%， 然后再讲第二个事儿，就是说两台泵运行的时候，它最小要用到那个40%的电负荷，就相当于是主机低压运行40%，如
到
果
60%。
对，
真的太难了。
这个太绕了，这个
对，
应该分成几个那个啥。我跟您解释好，就是说，
不用，我觉得要不然这样子吧，如果他觉得这一点不知道哪里没有理解到，然后告诉我们，然后我们给他回标上去。
这个其实还是扔给自控最方便，因为那个切换是控制东方自控在做。
邮件。
他发了邮件，然后让那就是东方自控也是。
这是那个，这是哪一部分的？明天是
这个就是说的，是动作，还真是他们也爱切的。可以让自控详细的讲一下这个切换这个事。其实这两段都是在说同一个事。
Hello, sir. After our internal discussion, yes, there it might be more appropriate to ask this question, ask this question, from the control system, or maybe you can ask this question tomorrow. The control system personnel may be more qualified to answer this question. And if you have something that is confusing, you may type or send the email. Then I think our engineer are pleased to answer them in detail.
Okay. 这华亚也讲一样的事儿，还是一样的问题。
Sorry.
继续吗？
继续吗？可以吧？直接就说了，因为他也没有说。你刚刚听到我说吗？
听到了。
OK。
那我们就直接接下来下一步了。
好。
具体运行的阶段呢，我们进行了一个简单的讲解。那么但是运行过程当中呢，我们监测系统里面有一些限制值。
Yeah, we just finished the briefing introduction for the operation of the units. Then we will continue our introduction to the limit value of unit startup operation.
第一个是MTSI 需要监测的一个东西， 叫轴向位移，是转子以工作瓦定位，朝给水泵方向位移为正，反之呢就是为负。
First, in the actual displacement, the rotor is positioned based on the working pad. The displacement towards the feed water pump direction is positive, and it is negative in backboard direction.
具体数值，大家可以参见启动运行说明书的要求，我就不做赘述了。
Yeah, the specific value you can refer to the startup and operation instructions.
第二个监测值呢，就是我们的大轴振动。
The second item we should pay attention to is the shaft of vibration.
第三个检测值呢，是我们的一个偏心率。
The third item that we need to pay attention to is the eccentricity.
第四个就是刚才提到的一个超速保护值。
The fourth item is the overspeed protection.
它给推出去了。这样。我看他也在。然后就是一个排气压力限制值以及排气温度的限制值。
And the exhaust pressure and exhaust temperature.
当然，我们油系统呢也有一些限制要求。
Also, the oil system, there are some limits requirements.
主要的有一个润滑油压的限制。
The main limit is the lube oil pressure.
当油压达到一个报警值的时候呢，会自动启动一个备用的交流润滑油泵。
When the oil pressure reached the alarm value, then the spare AC lube oil pump will be started automatically.
当油压达到停机值的时候呢，会自动启动直流事故油泵。
And when the oil pressure reached the shutdown value, the DC emergency oil pump will be started automatically.
继续油压达到一个停盘车值的时候呢，整个机组呢也将会进行打闸停机。
When the oil pressure reached the turning gear shutdown value, then the whole unit will be tripped at this value.
对我们的轴承箱进回油温度呢，我们也有一定的要求。
Also, there are some requirements for the lube oil inlet. 进油 inlet oil and the return oil.
润滑油出口的一个双联滤油器压差，我们只设置了一个报警值。
The lube oil outlet duplex oil filter differential pressure will only set the alarm value.
冷油器出口的油温呢，我们也同样只设置了一个报警值。
Also, the oil cooler outlet oil temperature will only set the alarm value.
上午提到过润滑油箱油位的一个限制，这里呢具体的数值我们已经标明在说明书里面。
This morning we mentioned the lube oil tank level and all the level indication value are all stipulated in the document.
叠水泵气轮机呢是与我们的主气轮机共用了一个调节油，所以说调节油压呢以那个主机的调节油压为准，我们这里只做一个简单的说明。
As you may know, the BFPT and the main steam turbine share one fire resistance fluid oil system. So we So we should subject to these values. We should subject to the instruction for governing and protection system. Just document.
轴承金属温度，我们也做了不同的一个限制。
There are also some different limits for the battery metal temperature. 是我用的你的 WiFi 呀。
没事，听到。这边没有，我这边看到也没问题。
为什么？
有的。
不对呀。我电脑，你现在就。
现在。但是原始。
对吧？
好，可以。 接下来呢，我们要介绍机组正常停机的一个。
Now we will continue with the introduction of the normal shutdown.
第一，机组停机的时候呢，我们要求，当负荷低于40%额定负荷的时候呢，输水阀需要全部打开。
When the main turbine load is dropped to 40% of the rated value, open all the drain valves of the feed water pump turbine.
然后第二步呢，需要按下脱扣按钮。锅炉锅炉给水控制系统呢，会自动把它那个负荷降低到2840转的时候，然后需要我们自己再按下脱扣这个按钮。
With drop of the main turbine load, the CCS will reduce the BFPT speed automatically when the BFPT speed is dropped to the minimum value of 2,840 RPM of boiler water control mode. Then press the shutdown button.
当转速继续降低140转每分的时候呢，盘车将会自动投入。
When the unit speed is dropped to 140 RPM, the turning gear is started automatically.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Regarding the turning gear operation, here from our commissioning team, they are suggesting that maybe when the machine will cold, so that time they don't want to start the turning gear. Cold startup. But I want to know the OEM suggestion. What is their recommendation? We need to run the turning gear or not?
You asked whether to start the turning gear or not. What's the condition?
During the cold startup or during the after the maintenance.
During the maintenance.
After the maintenance, when we need to run our plant, we need to run the turning gear for the TDPFT or not, or after the shutdown.
我觉得，我主要是我觉得我自己不够专业。知道，我再想想啊，再整理一下。你刚才的那个。
说明书上能找到。就是这个证，它是想问盘车怎么自动投入的。
他说书不需要怎么自动存储，我是来打出来吧。And sorry, could you please type the keywords? Regarding this paragraph, I think.
Sorry.
Hello, sir. After our internal discussion, here is the explanation. Before the startup, we need to run the turning gear. That is the requirements, but there is a limit. For example, the feed water quality cannot meet the specified cannot meet the requirements of the standard. So we suggest not to run the turning gear because this situation they might damage the feed water pump and the feed water pump turbine.
Okay, so then how long we can run the turning gear before startup?
A moment. 什么时候我们可以？
什么时候可以出盘车？
之前多长？You asked how long? Do you mean you asked the duration time or interval? Sir, are you there? You just asked how long. Do you mean the
Yes, yes.
duration? Do you mean the duration time or the interval to put the turning gear into operation? The duration time or the interval time?
So during the startup. Hello.
Yes.
So before startup, suppose when we meet the water quality, and then minimum how long we need to run the turning gear, or no need to run the turning gear.
Okay. I'll ask. If you can meet the requirements, right?
Yes,
You
yes.
you can. Okay.
Yes. So that time we can directly start. We can start the TDPFP, or we need to start the turning gear first. Then we can run the TDPFP pump.
Okay. I'll ask.
Okay.
如果可以满足条件，
可以满足条件的话，就可以起盘车的。
就可以去看一下。然后多长时间？
正常来说呢是1个小时，就是这个。
Yes, if you can, the water quality can meet the requirements. We suggest run the turning gear, and the time should not be less than 1 hour.
Okay, and after the shutdown, again we need to run the turning gear. Yes.
I'll ask. 下档之后为什么要问盘车呢？不需要啊。
是同样的原因，是行车的主要目的就是这个高速盘车的主要目的是为了保证它泵的一个平稳的情况，不是我们要盘车。其实是水手泵的。
停机的时候也是吗？给他收的是140的时候，不是就自动就投入了？
对，自动，它因为是自动投入。
During the shutdown process, the turning gear is engaged automatically when the speed reaches the limited value. This purpose for the turning gear put into operation is to make sure that the pump can be stopped gradually at speed down.
低于多少？
让速度减少，比较平稳嘛，然后不会对它造成什么东西来说，
是那个，还有一个是这种其实让温度场更加的均匀，然后不会产生一个局部变形。
Yeah, the turning gear put into operation during the shutdown process also has the advantage of making the temperature fields more evenly. 温度场更均匀。
时间确实保有上影响。
Okay, so that time in what temperature we need to maintain? That means when temperature is below 100 degrees centigrade, then we can stop the turning gear, or is there any limit?
The temperature requirements
Yes, yeah, for the turbine.
the turbine.
That means turbine driven.
停止盘车。
不是个温度来说，还不是够强。
那如果温度不到呢？
温度不到就要继续盘下去。
Yeah, the temperature requirements is below 150 Celsius.
Okay. Thank you.
It's okay.
第七节操。
你就没解。
没解。长期停机过程当中呢，我们需要进行一些定期检查实验。
长期停机过程中还是过？
长期停机之后，也不是就是过程中。
就是停机。
这个区间时间段。
Yeah, during a long time shutdown, there are many items we need to do for the inspection and test.
主要就是需要对主气阀的一个活动进行实验，以及其他阀门的一个活动实验。
Mainly we should pay attention to the main stop valve operation test and other valves operation test.
同时呢，要保证所有阀门活动制度需要每3个月检查一次。
And we should make sure all the valves move freely, and we should carry out the inspection once every 3 months.
对于长期不使用的位于备用气源管道上配有切换阀的机组呢，切换阀活动实验需要每月进行一次。
For the BFPT, which has a switch valve on the standby steam pipeline. The switch valve acting test should be carried out once a month.
与大机共用凝气器的机组呢，真空叠阀的活动实验每月也需要进行一次。
那的真空与它共用什么？
共用凝气器。
BFPT 是吧
？BFPT 与大机共用凝气器。
Yeah, the BFPT shared the same condenser with the main steam turbine. For this, the action test of vacuum butterfly should be carried out. Action test should be carried out once a month.
接下来最后一个部分呢，是我们一个常见的故障处理措施。
The last one we would like to introduce the failure treatment.
第一个常见的故障呢是转子的偏心过大。
The first typical failure is the large rotor eccentricity.
我们主要有4个方案。
We have 4 plans.
第一个方案呢，需要就是起机之前要进行一个
continuous turning the turning gear.
第二个措施就是在我们的停机期间呢，隔一个固定的时间，需要将转子翻转180度。
During the downtime, we need to turn over the rotor 180 degree regularly.
这个翻转的时候呢，可以借助我们的盘车手动装置来进行。
During the turning over the rotor, we may use the manual turning device.
第3个方案呢，就是需要检查一下它的偏心传感器。
The third measurement is to check the eccentricity. 转子的偏心上 the eccentricity of the rotor.
如果以上方案呢都不能解决这个问题，那么需要及时的通知我们生产厂家来进行处理。
If all these measures are carried out but cannot solve the problem, please inform the manufacturer and ask for the solution.
第2个常见的问题呢是它的振动比较大。
这个是轴承。I'm sorry, the translation is not correct. I think that will be the large shaft vibration.
常见的几个处理方案，第一个就是
是降速。
起机过程当中呢，发现轴承振动大的时候呢，需要把转速降下来，然后找到产生这个振动的原因。
First, during the startup process, if we find the large shaft vibration, then we should reduce the speed and find the course.
第二个解决方案呢，就是可以在现场进行一个动平衡实验，然后对装置进行一个处理。
On the second, we might conduct the dynamic balance test. And do the carry out the treatment to the rotor. 正常运行时，如果是连续波动，是检查轴承的安装数据是否正确。
对。如果是在正常运行过程中，发现轴振是一个连续波动状态的话
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Regarding the balancing experiment, this can possible to do at site.
I'll ask. Yes. 他说在现场可以做那个动平衡实验吗？
可以做。
设备呢？
它有气的话就能冲乱，然后我们提供了一个现场动平衡的安装工具。
动平衡工具。
我们有提供相应的安装工具，可以不用开缸，然后就进行动平衡。它的那个动平衡做了之后，
谁做？
它要安装现场起机的箱子自己做。
Hello, sir. Yeah, on site, the dynamic test is can be done on site, and DTC has provided the 动平衡
相关工具
the related tools and equipment for the on-site dynamic test. So it doesn't need to open the cylinder to do the test.
Okay, can you explain how can do and what is the process?
A moment. 请解释一下怎么样做这个动平衡过程。
就指望他们正常操作。网上联系现场工代，在工代的指导下进行了只能微远程操作。没错。
它让你进行一个过程。
过程就是正常起机过程。其他的就超出实验的。
文件里面有没有？
没有要求。
没有要求。
好像是没做过。 介绍啊，
你就说谁更清楚？
就说过程太过于复杂了，只能那个需要专业人士来进行指导。
那一般是什么叫不怎么见过？
因为在理工那里，在做操作实验的时候就顺便一起看。
这种明白，就最后他们去找些明白嘛。
啊，
嗯
对，如果他们要做，我们在这有家里有提供的东西。
嗯嗯。Hello, sir. Yeah, this test is a complex process. So, Mr. Dai suggests that you can refer to the DTC's on-site representative and ask for for his suggestion and opinions. Yeah, it is a whole complex process, and it cannot be introduced briefly.
Okay, so from the DC, they can share any file or any document regarding this experiment, regarding this test. That will better for us.
I'll ask. 可以，就是我们会跟他们分享这个你现场做这个的一些文件或者是那什么。
可以给他们提供一个，
可以提供。就去那个。
文件那个还是不好，开个人去应该没有问题。我建议还在不一定够。
文件在现场做。
教他们。文章可能这个给他们，也可能让这个找个人指导一下那个问题。
你问谁？
专业的人士如果能给到他们一种。
Sir, Mr. Dai is making a call to check if this document can be provided.
那个有个事问一下。
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
我们那个如果比如像国外那种项目，他们要做现场那个停止做动心堂的话，我们有没有提供过什么相当于指导性文件给他们？对，还是自己做的。这些东西都有东西。对，怎么做这种什么指导文件等等。对呀，最多，对呀，我就是说，这种
一般是派 TA。
最多我们派个人或者是远程指导他们。远程指导都行。对，就是。还是得派人自己派人去嘛。 的，应该叶子是那个国外的叶子，离家那个项目，应该在问，我能不能给他们那个指导文件，让他们自己在那去动手动。应该不是，只是这边讲课提到了这个事儿。也不是这种啊，这个项目好像没有说这种。
Hello, sir. Yeah, we finished the call, and it is like this. DTC can dispatch the qualified engineer as the technical advisor, or give the technical advice and or the technical guidance on site. But the document is allowed to be provided.
So from the site TFA, we can discuss with him how can do this test. Yes.
Yeah, yes, of course. You can discuss
Okay.
with
Okay.
the engineer.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
然后是最后一个常见的问题处理，就是支持轴承瓦纹高。
为什么我没有？卡住了吗？为什么？
后面是
你听得到？
有声音。
而且我这也卡住了。
但是有声音。
没关系。
但是我这里没有画面，也没有。
是不是大家都卡住了？今天真的那边。
测试一下。
那我们就再说一下，就是最后一个那个。
声音。
喂。
好。
好。
但是我屏幕没有。
可能是刚才打电话，是啥？是你这边手机那个WiFi吗？
我说对吧？
没关系。
你说。
你继续吧。
继续。最后一个常见问题，就是轴承的瓦纹过高。
The last typical opinion we want to introduce is the high and bearing pad, high temperature, the bearing pad.
常见的处理措施呢有4条。第一条呢是提高一个润滑油的经油压力和经油温度。然后呢来减少这个润滑油粘度对它的一个润滑效果的影响。
Yeah, first to increase the oil temperature of the lube oil, and so as to reduce the viscosity of the lube oil and improve the lube oil lubrication effectiveness.
第二个措施呢，就是适当的提高一个供油压力，然后增加它的进油量。
And on the second, increase the oil supply pressure and increase the oil inlet amount.
如果轴承整洞比较小的话，还可以调整一个轴承的顶部间隙。
Hello, did you share any screen, any document? Because we cannot see any sharing file.
Yes, and we can find the solution. Yeah, all the only Mr. Dai can see the screen, and I also cannot see anything. Yes, I cannot see the document sharing also.
Yes, yes.
It doesn't matter. We will email to you all the PowerPoint documents. And this is the last typical failure we want to introduce to you. So we will finish this in a few minutes. If the bearing vibration is small, the bearing top clearance can be increased slightly. Mm.
如果它的那个轴承回油温度同时过高的话，可以清洁一个轴承的进回油管道。
If the return oil temperature is high, we suggest to clean the bearing oil inlet and return channel. Mm.
然后今天这个分享就到这里结束了。
That's all for the introduction, and yeah, this introduction to the feed oil FPT from Mr. Zai Yulong. Thank you him. And tomorrow we will begin the introduction of the control system. So the same link, we will see you then.
Tomorrow cannot possible because tomorrow is our weekly holiday. Saturday
We
can be done.
Oh, we haven't received any information for this. So I'll check with the training program project manager.
Okay, so see you on Saturday.
So Saturday? I got it. I got it. Saturday, there may be on-site training by Mr. John Bing, who is in the who is on site in the power plant. Thank you so much.
So you discussed internally with our EPC. Then please inform us just tomorrow afternoon so that we can prepare.
Okay, so you mean the whole of tomorrow, the whole day, you will be duty off, right?
Correct.
That's your holiday.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Got it. And we will inform you next introduction and session about the control system.
Okay.
Thank you.
So see you on Saturday.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
Okay,
Well,
thank
nice
you.
speaking.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Mhm. ভাইজি আজকে তুমি বাই বাই কেন জানি বললো না?